Hello everyone. Welcome to the logical reasoning and data interpretation section discussion of mock section. So like we did for previous mocks, we'll just first go through the questions, understand the difficulty level of the questions, analyze them, understand the overall difficulty level of the paper, and then we'll be rating questions based on the difficulty level and we will be attempting the question so on. Clear? So the first question of this mock. So Mr. Webster has an ice cream shop where he sells ice creams of different companies, A, B, C, D, and E. The maximum price at which he can sell an ice cream is called MRP. And we are given with 5 different MRPs for 5 ice creams of these 5 companies. And on a particular day, Mr. W sold exactly 7 ice creams to 7 different customers. So there will be one customer who would have purchased more than 1 ice cream per shop. Now the following information is known about the ice cream that he has sold. Now he sold at least 1 ice cream from each ice cream company. Okay. Now the MRP of ice cream company of company A is ice cream of company A is greater than rupees 15, but he did not sell ice cream of company A to Avril. Fine. So we have 5 different ice cream companies. Then you have 5 different MRPs and 7 different persons who have bought ice creams for at least one of these 5 companies. Now here, the only catch is he sold company D ice cream to Abigail for rupees 11. The selling price of any ice cream that he sold to any of the 7 customers was rupees 23. And sold ice cream of company E for rupees 12. So we are given with mark prices, guys. MRP thing, but maximum retail price is same as mark prices. So we are given with 5 different mark prices, and in the statements there is a mention of the selling price of these 5 ice creams. So you need to also find the selling price of these 5 ice creams. So this can be solved using fix and cross method, 5 ice creams, 5 MRPs, and 7 different persons. Okay. Puzzle based on quantitative reasoning as well. So the only point you need to understand here is the selling price of any ice cream will always be less than the mark price of that ice cream. So this is one thing that you need to keep it in mind. Clear? So this is definitely a doable set since we are given with 6 questions. Then if the remaining 5 or remaining 3 sets are difficult, I can start right away with this. Now coming to second set. So Emilia A bought 6 different types of cookie packets from a bakery for her birthday party, each at a different price. So you are given with type 1 to type 6 cookie packets. Then the quantity of no 2 type of cookies bought by her is same. Okay. So further, the quantity of each cookie packet that she bought is a natural number. Perfect. She bought 5 packets of type 1, 3 packets of type 2 cookies. And we are also given with the price of type 3 cookies is more than that of type 4 cookies, but less than that of type 5 cookies. She bought a total of 21 packets of cookies, of which 6 packets were of the costliest type. So you need to arrange these 6 types as per the order of the price from costliest to cheapest. And also you need to find the total number of cookie packets that she has bought for these 6 different types of cookies. Clear? So this is, I can say that this is also definitely a doable question. And if I have to pick one among these 2, I will be picking question 1, set 1 first, because it has 6 questions and I consider myself good at puzzles. Okay, so this is a question which involves numeric logic as well as arrangements. And this is also a kind of puzzle, but I will be attempting the set 1 first because I can solve that using fix and cross method very easy. Clear? So this is my analysis. Now, coming to the third set. So Martin, Taylor, Anderson, Robert, and Galileo are playing a card game. Each card bears a letter from A to J on it. In each round of the game, each person independently picks a card, and after each of the 5 persons have picked one card, the 5 cards are placed in the descending alphabetical order of the letters of them, such that the card with the letter that appears first in the alphabet is placed at the extreme right end, and the card with the letter that appears later in the alphabetical order is placed next to the first of the left. Okay, for example, the closing words of each round are J, I, F, F, B. So J is 10, I is 9, F is 6, 6, and 2. So the card with the lowest number when considered in the alphabetical order will be placed to the right hand side, and the highest alphabet will be on to the extreme left. So the word so formed in each round is labeled as the closing word. Now, after exactly 4 rounds, the person who picks the leftmost letter of the closing word across the 4 rounds is declared as the winner of the game. So this is one statement I did not understand here. So after exactly 4 rounds, the person who picks the leftmost letter of the closing word across the 4 rounds is declared the winner of the game. So across the 4 rounds, then who will be? How can we decide the winner? So is it the person who has picked the leftmost alphabet or leftmost card for maximum number of times, or for all the 4 times? I didn't understand this statement. Next, coming to statements, and the reason why I will be leaving this question for sure is I do not have clarity how to decide the winner of this game. And second, uh, where is that statement? So the person who was declared the winner picked the card with a letter that appeared earlier in the alphabetical order of the closing word in only one round, which was the third round. So my understanding of this statement is the winner has picked the leftmost card, or the card with the highest alphabet on it, in 3 rounds, the first, second, and fourth. But in the third round, he has picked a card with alphabet which appeared earlier, okay, which is not the alphabet having the highest numeric value when arranged in the alphabetical order. That's my understanding, but I'm not sure. So if I have to leave a question in this set till now, it would be this. I will not be attempting because I'm not clear about how to decide the winner of this tournament and also the third statement. Clear? Now, coming to this question. So in FIDE Chess World Cup, 32 players participate. The table given below contains the list of players numbered from 1 to 32 based on their ratings. The highest rated player is numbered 1 and the lowest rated player is number 32. The tournament is based on a knockout format. Perfect. In every round, only winner advances to the next round. Perfect. In the first round, the highest rated player plays with the lowest rated player. So 1 and 32, then 2 and 31, and so on. Okay. In the second round, the winner of the match number 1 of the first round plays with winner of the match number 16 of the first round and is designated as match number 1 of the second round. Similarly, the winner of match 2 of the first round plays with the winner of match number 15. And the same pattern is followed for rounds as well. Now, this is a knockout tournament with 32 players, and you are asked 6 questions on this set. So if you can make the table from 1 to, and there will be 16 matches in round 1, 8 matches in round 2, 4 in round 3, 2 in round 4, and 1 in round 5. So there will be a total of 5 rounds. 2 power 5 is 32. So there will be total of 5 rounds here. So if you can list down all the matches in each of these 5 rounds, then you can solve this set. And you can also attempt this set without noting down all the, without making the entire games in this tournament. But since you have only 32 players and you're asked 6 questions based on this, so you can solve this question easily in less than 12 minutes just by making the table corresponding to all these 5 rounds. Clear? So you are given with 4 sets, out of which 3 are doable, and I consider them to be easy. The third set, you can leave that set, okay, because there is no much clarity on the question that questions that were asked along with that. Clear? So Considering the sets, you should be in a position to attempt 10 questions out of the given 20. So these two, you can attempt the first two sets for sure because they're sets based on quant-based puzzle and ordering and numerical puzzle. Very easy one. So 10 questions and 30 marks. I consider that to be a good attempt or a decent attempt. Now, if you are left with a time of 10 minutes, you can also try solving this set only if you are good at games and tournaments. And you need to practice good number of questions from games and tournaments before attempting CAT. So in this question, Mr. W has an ice cream shop where he sells ice creams of 5 different companies, A, B, C, D, and E. The maximum price at which he can sell an ice cream is called MRP. The MRP for each of these 5 ice cream service companies is a distinct value, such as rupees 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Okay. Not necessarily in that order. On a particular day, Mr. W sold exactly 7 ice creams, each to a different customer. So I have considered the type of ice creams in the column, the MRP prices onto the left, and the persons on the or the customers to the right. Now the following information is known about the ice creams that he sold. He sold at least one ice cream from each ice cream company. So you need to have one person buying A, at least one person buying ice cream of company A, B, C, D, and E. Now the MRP of ice cream of company A is greater than 15. So it cannot be 5, cannot be 10. But he did not sell ice cream of company A to Avril. Okay. Now he sold 2 ice creams. We have considered this. He sold 2 ice creams, one to Kevin and one to Lacey, of the same ice cream company of MRP rupees 10. Now, since the ice cream of company A, the MRP of ice cream of company A is more than 10, I can say that they did not, Kevin and Lacey did not buy ice cream of company A. Now, he sold company D ice cream to Abigail for rupees 11. So here you need to understand one thing, that selling price will always be less than mark price. You cannot have mark price as 11, mark price as 10 and selling price as 11. Isn't it? You cannot sell any item for a price which is more than the maximum retail price. So he sold company D's ice cream to Abigail for rupees 11. So if the selling price of ice cream of company D is 11, so its mark price cannot be 5, cannot be 10. And this was sold to Abigail. Perfect. For rupees 11, and the maximum selling price of any ice cream that he sold to any of the 7 customers was 23. So the selling price of the ice cream of company whose MRP is 25 is 23. We have considered this. Now he sold ice cream with MRP of rupees 15 only to Theon. Okay. So can I say Theon did not buy ice cream of company D? Because ice cream of company D was already sold to Abigail. So D is the MRP of ice cream of company D cannot be 15, and this cannot be 25 either, because the selling price of ice cream whose MRP is 25 is 23. And D sold, company D ice cream was sold to Abigail for only rupees 11. So the MRP of ice cream of company D is rupees 20. So KB and Lacey did not buy ice creams of company D. Now he sold 2 ice creams of company B, one of which was to Lexi. Okay. And sold ice cream of company E for rupees 12. So The MRP of company E cannot be 5, cannot be 10, and cannot be 25 either. So it should be 15. So if the MRP of ice cream of company E is 15, that was bought by only Theon. So no other person bought ice cream of company E. Clear? And you cannot have Kevin and Lacey buying ice cream of company B, because it is given that he sold 2 ice creams of company B, one of which was sold to Lexi. So you cannot have Kevin, Lacey, and Lexi buying the ice cream of same company. So Kevin and Lacey bought ice creams of company C, whose MRP is 10. So the MRP of company B is 5 and that of A is 25. So the left hand side table was complete. So he sold he sold ice cream of company A to Eric and ice cream of company B to Abram, and this completes the set. So this can be solved in less than 10 minutes, or you can also take 10 to 12 minutes to solve this question. Easy question, direct question from puzzles, which you should not miss. Now coming to second set. So Amelia bought 6 different types of cookie packets from a bakery for her birthday party, each at a different price. Now the quantity of no 2 types of cookies bought by her is same. Okay. Further, the quantity of each cookie packet that she bought is a natural number. Okay. She bought 5 packets of type 1, 3 packets of type 2. The price of type 3 cookies is more than that of type 4 cookies. It's more than type 4 cookies, but less than type 5 cookies. Okay. This is the ordering of price. Now she bought a total of 21 packets of cookies, of which 6 packets were of costliest type. Okay. Now type 1 cookies are cheaper than type 3 cookies. Okay. While type 6 cookies are cheaper than type 4 cookies, of which she bought 2 packets. Type 4 cookies, she has bought 2 packets. Type 1 cookies are costlier than at least 2 types of cookies. Okay. Type 6 cookies are not the cheapest type of cookies that she has bought. So type 1 cookies are costlier than at least 2 types of cookies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Type 6 are not the cheapest. Okay. Now you have so how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 should be the price of 3 cookies should be more than type 6. So type 1 cookies are costlier than at least 2 types of cookies. So which can be the cheap, and what type of cookies can be the cheapest? Cannot be 1, cannot be 4, cannot be 3, cannot be 5, cannot be 6. So this is 2. So you can have 1 here or 4 here. So if 1 is here, 4 should be here, 1 should be here, 3, 3, 5, 5. So type 5 cookies are the costliest, whereas type 2 cookies are the cheapest. Now coming to the number of cookies. So any of these two order is possible. Now she bought a total of 21 packets of cookies, of which 6 packets were of the costliest type, costliest 5. So 6. So we already have 8, 8 plus 8, 16. So the remaining should be 21 minus 16, which is 5. So 5 can be written as a sum of two numbers, with 1 plus 4, because you already have 2 and 3 here, and we are given that the quantity of no two types of cookies bought by her is same. So it should be 1 or 4 here. Clear? So if this is 1, this should be 4, and if this is 4, this should be 1, and this completes the set. Simple. So 10 questions, you definitely have 10 doable questions in this paper, guys. Now moving ahead, this is one set because I really did not understand this, so I will not be attempting this set for sure. Now coming to set from games and tournaments. So you have one question which can be solved without putting pen on the paper in this set. What is that? The fifth question. So what is the total number of matches played in this tournament? You have 32 players. So knockout tournament. So the number of matches would be 32 minus 1, 31. Direct question. So 10 plus 1, 11 questions are definitely doable in this case. Now coming to the first question. If Wellesley So and Richard Rapport lose in the second round. So what is the seed of Wellesley So? We have 6 and Richard Rapport. Richard 8, sorry, my bad. Lose in second round, while Ian and Anish 7 and Anish 9 make it to semifinals. Then who will play with Magnus Carlsen in the quarterfinals? In the event, Magnus Carlsen reaches quarterfinals. So here, these are quarterfinals. In the finals, semi, quarterfinals. So you need to find who can be that person. Okay. Now, 6 and 8 lost in the first round. So here you have a player with seed 25 winning this match and player with seed 27 winning this match. Now 7 and 9 make it to semifinals. Okay, so you have 7 winning this match and 9 winning this match. So here, this in the second round, this is a match between 7 and 10. So 7 will be winning this and 9 will be winning this. So the winner of match 9 is 9 and the winner of match 8 is 25. So 25, the player whose rank is 25 got eliminated here, and 6 and 11. Okay, so this can be either player with rank 11 or 22. So 27, this will be a match between 27 versus 11 or 22. Now here we need to find Magnus Carlsen will be playing with whom? So he will be playing with the winner of 8th match in round 2, which is 9. Okay, so who is the player with rank 9? Anish Giri. So that should be your answer. Simple and a direct question. So all you need to make is you need to make these tables to answer this question. Okay. Now, if the top 8 ranked players make it to quarterfinals, top 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a match between Magnus Carlsen and the player with rank 8, rank 2 and rank 7, rank 3 and rank 6, rank 4 and rank 5. Perfect. Then who among the players listed below will Magnus Carlsen will definitely not play against Magnus Carlsen in the final. So he can play with either with the player whose rank is 4 or 5 or 2 or 3. So final. So in quarterfinal, Magnus Carlsen will be playing with a person whose rank is 8. So here he will be playing with player whose rank is 4 or 5. And here he will be playing with person whose rank is 2 or 3. So definitely not play against Magnus Carlsen in final. In case Carlsen reaches the final. Okay. So Alireza. So Alireza's rank 3. He can play. Then Wesley So 6, 2, 3, 6, and 7. So he can play. Now Fabiano 4. So he will be playing with Fabiano in quarterfinals. Sorry, in semifinals, not finals. So this can be the answer. And Lyrending, what is the rank of Lyrending? 2. So he can play with Lyrending in the finals. But he will not be playing with Fabiano in the finals for sure, because he might play with Fabiano in the semifinals. So the answer for this question should be options. Now, if there are no upsets, a lower seeded player beating a higher seeded player in first round, and only match number 6, 7, and 8 of the second round results in upset, then who would meet Lyrending in the quarterfinals in case Lyrending reaches the quarterfinals? Now, what is the rank of Lyrending? 2. Okay. So there are no upsets in round 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Now these are the ranks of players who have moved to round 2. And in round 2, only match number 6, 7, and 8. There are upsets in only these 3 rounds. So 11, 10, and 9 won the game. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one will be playing with 8. So it will be 1 and 9, 2 and 10, then 3 and 11, 4 and 5. So Lyrending reaches quarterfinals. So he will be playing with the person whose rank is 10. So it should be option D. D should be the answer for this question. Now, if in the first round all even number result in upsets and there are no upsets in the second round, then who could be the lowest seeded player facing Magnus Carlsen in the semifinals? So winner is 1, 31, 3, 29, 5, 27, then 7, 25, 9, 23, 11, 21, 13, 19, 15, 17. And there are no upsets in the second round. So you have 1 and 16. You'll be having 1 win this game. Now 2 and 15. So this is a match between 31 and 15. So you'll have player rank number 15 winning this game. 3 and 14. So you have 3, 4 and 13, 29 and 13, 13, 5 and 12, 5 and 21, 5. Okay. Then 6, 27 and 11, 11, 7, 7 and 23, 7 and 8 and 9. You have 9. Between 1 and 8. So between 1 and 9, 1 will be winning the game. 2 and 7, 7 will be winning the game. 3 and 6, 3 will be winning the game. And 4 and 5, 5 will be winning the game. Now 1 and 5. So 1 will be winning the game. 2 and 3, 3 will be winning the game. So the final is played between 1 and 3. Now what was asked? Then who could be the lowest seeded player facing Magnus Carlsen? So 16 or 8. So 16. So 1 and 16. So who's the player ranked 17? No, 1 minute. Then who could be the lowest seeded player facing Magnus Carlsen in the semi-final? So this is the semi-final, right? So in semi-final results in, and there are no upsets in the second round. Then who could be the, okay, there are no upsets in the second round. So there can be upsets in the third round. My bad. So you need to identify the player who can play with Magnus Carlsen in the semi-final. So 1 and 8. So you will have 1 here and between 4 and 5. So it can be 13 and 5. So this will be a match between player with rank 5 and 13. So if 13, the player with rank 13 wins this game, he will be playing with Magnus Carlsen in the semi-final. So who is the player with rank number 13? Vishwanathan Anand. So that should be your answer. Now this is a pretty much forward question, straightforward question. So 31. So you should not miss this question. Now who will play with Alexander in the quarterfinals if other than Alexander matches there are no upsets in the tournament? So Alexander's rank 17. So other than this, you do not have any upsets in the tournament. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You no need to write this down to solve these questions. Not required. So between 1 and 16. So 17 will be winning this game. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now between 1 and 8. 17 will be winning this game. 2 and 7. 2, 3, and 4. Between the 17 and 2. So 17 will be playing this game. Will be winning this tournament. Now who will play with Alexander in the quarterfinals? So this is quarterfinals. So 1 and 8. Player with seeded number 8. So who is player with seeded number 8? Richard Rapport. So he will be playing with Alexander in the quarterfinals. And this completes the mock. So 3 doable sets. 16 questions. So I don't expect everyone to solve 16 questions. So I can expect each one to solve at least 10 questions because you have 2 definitely easy sets in this paper. So if you get a paper of this difficulty in CAT, your minimum number of attempts should be 10 with 100% accuracy. You cannot afford getting a score less than 30 in this type of paper. Clear? So thank you guys. So start working on your accuracy. So always try to attempt 2 sets per star. If you are consistently attempting 2 sets in the last 4 to 5 mocks, then in the next mock, please increase your number of attempts to 3 sets.